Pittsburgh traded their fourth, who became a 69 medium elite NHL prospect named Christoph Walsler, and a seventh to Seattle for a fourth, who became a 59 bottom six forward. GG Pens, that was an easy trade for me. That fourth round pick that they traded to me to move up ended up being way better than anyone I could have ever selected. Thanks, Pittsburgh. Nice doing business with you. Alright guys, what's going on, and welcome back to GM Week. This is going to be the video you're going to see on Wednesday, I believe, because I'm recording them 2 days in advance. So yeah, be seeing us on Wednesday. So yeah, I haven't got any comments at all on the big old 15-game win streak. I think we were, what, 15-0-1 or something like that. We didn't lose at all in December in regulation. We lost the one game in overtime to one of the worst teams out there. And then we went into a crazy shootout. Who was that with? We lost in the shootout against Detroit, right, which went like 12 rounds. Even though we lost, Agent C stole the show with a little, between the legs action there on Peter Mrazek. That was a sick goal. But we're doing pretty well right now. And I mean pretty well, I mean really, really, really well. We changed up the lines, and honestly, it has been nothing but money since then. I think we've only lost like 3 or 4 times in the last few months. Now, a lot of that, I think, is because we stacked Ovi on our first line. I don't know what it is, but this line just seems to work. It is just magical. Dylan Strome isn't quite the same player he is without Ovechkin, and that scares me a little bit, although there's some talk about moving Dylan Strome. Now, even though everyone's having such a great year, he's still kind of fallen off the map a little bit. 36 points in 50 games, where Zakhanov, what does he have? Zakhanov has more on the second line, and I mean, Agent C and Ovechkin, they're going off right now, so I feel like the center should be right there. So there's been some talk in the comments potentially about trading Dylan Strome. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to trade Dylan Strome, or I'm not saying, Strome's on the out, but he is making $10.8 million bucks, and we have to think about our future here with a bunch of our upcoming cap issues. This year, we got to re-sign Clayton Keller, Dylan Strome, Brady Tkachuk, Keatley, Pope, Quentin Hughes. I mean, we got to throw a lot of money at a lot of people. Ovi, obviously, but I'm pretty sure he's going to retire. Big Mac has 2 years left? No, 1 year left, so we got to re-sign him as well. So, I mean, that's scary, man. That is scary. We got a lot of money to throw around, and I don't know if Dylan Strome's going to be in that conversation, but he does have maxed out trade value. Now, so the video that you guys have seen up to this point wasn't the video before, but the video before that, since I'm recording these quite in advance, we drafted another Tkachuk. Alright, now this is Trevor Tkachuk. Now there is some comments. Dev says future second line will be Tkachuk, 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 which is hilarious. Now, I put it out on Twitter. I said, with the recent draft selection of another Tkachuk, the Storm Bears have a unique opportunity to have 3 Tkachuks on our roster if a trade for the eldest brother, Matthew, becomes a reality. And then Mark tweets me with a 24-25 draft pick. That is Melvin Tkachuk, who's first round, first overall, 88 out of the draft. Now, that's this upcoming draft. I don't know if there's a franchise guy out there, but another Tkachuk. There's so many. I mean, there's so many people telling me, go trade for Matthew Tkachuk right now. But do we really need to do the trade right now? I don't think we do. If we do the trade right now, you could pretty much say goodbye to Keller or Strome. One of them has to go, and I don't think it's going to be Keller because we need a first-line center. Now, Tkachuk is obviously a winger, okay? This is all hypothetical right now. This is all just straight up in the air. But he pretty much has maxed out. He does have maxed out trade value, and he is a left winger, so he's not a centerman. So say we do make this trade go through, right? Simply just a 1-for-1 deal, which I don't think is that great. I mean, it's okay. I mean, he's not worth Dylan Strome. That's the thing, at all. Not even close, honestly. Probably going to have a career year this year, but he's not even close to what Dylan Strome. He doesn't even bring half of what Dylan Strome brings to the table. Didn't really perform great in the postseason last year, but I'm going to be patient. I'm going to be patient for a few reasons. Matthew Tkachuk has 1 year left on his deal. Who knows? Maybe he goes to free agency, okay? Maybe. Just maybe he is a free agent. Now, again, I feel like I've been pretty patient with the franchise mode. I haven't rushed any moves. I mean, if I wanted to If I wanted to rush some trades, I would have took the original offer that Nashville gave me for Dante Fabro. Now, their original offer was Dante Fabro and a first for Clayton Keller. Now, Dante Fabro isn't really worth anything, and Clayton Keller is an NHL All-Star who's been like a 70, 80, 90-point guy his entire career, and he's only 26. He's having a great year this year as well. So, I mean, I want to get Clayton Keller back to this, where he's getting 73 helpers. I want Clayton Keller to get back to that. And I want Dylan Strome to get back to the 90, maybe even 80. Just get to 80 points. That's all I want, since the first line is so stacked. So we're going to get one comment out of the way here, and then we will move on with the video. And that is from Handsome Titan YouTube on Twitter. He says, the player you drafted in the first round, Kaputsa, if you translate Kaputsa in Russian, his last name technically means cabbage. Okay, that's awesome. Craig Cabbage, I love it. Maybe his mom's Russian or something, or his dad's Russian, or Matt, I don't know. Maybe he just loves cabbage. Craig Cabbage, Craig Kaputsa. Kind of does sound like a Russian name, Kaputsa. Yeah, that's kind of funny. I didn't even realize that. Actually, a few people in the comments told me about that, that his name translated to cabbage, which is kind of funny. But a lot of people are really pressuring me to go get Tkachuk. I'm not going to get Tkachuk for a few reasons, because Ovi is still a member of our team. When Ovi's gone, that really opens up a top 6 winger situation. So one more thing, and then I promise we'll get on with this, is Keatley. I'm going to throw Keatley on the trade block. I'm not a fan. I'm really not. A lot of you guys seem to like him, and I don't really know why. I mean, he's good. He's just good, you know. He does not really outstanding, or for 86 overall, his stats are okay. His skating category is all right. His discipline, offensive awareness, nothing to write home about. Defensive awareness is pretty good, but he's averaging what, like 6 points a year? And I know it's not all about points, and I know he's, you know, a pretty good plus-minus player, but 86 overall, I feel like he's kind of a weird player, and he only has 1 year left on his deal. So if I could maybe save a little bit of money, maybe by trading him and getting someone who is, you know, making a little bit less, but maybe a little bit better overall, who knows? We'll see. We got a little over a month until the trade deadline is upon us, and then we'll get the rest of the simulation done, all that good stuff. Hopefully we can continue on with our winning ways, and back-to-back shutouts for Frank the Tank, Big Mac McKenzie with those nice looking pads. Oh, Jake Bean, a Vancouver GM mode legend. Jake Bean, look at this guy, 78 overall. That's so sad that he didn't turn out. Oh, that's so unfortunate. He was so good for us. I think Jake Bean or Josh Morrissey, one of the two, they were both Vancouver and Japan GM mode legends. These guys were getting like 30 goals on the blue line. It was awesome. Honestly though, a third and a fourth for a player we're not going to use, not really interested. Thanks but no thanks, Edmonton. Not what I'm all about. So back-to-back shutouts and then back-to-back shootout losses. Hopefully get back in the winning ways with the New Jersey Devils. No, another loss. 3 in a row. There you go. Big victory there against the Maple Leafs. Josh Manson, don't need him. No, thank you. Now, a lot of you guys were saying, go get Matthews, go get Matthews, but honestly, it's not going to work out. I'm not getting Austin Matthews. Thanks, but no thanks comments. Leafs fans, I know you're out there. I'm not going to go after Austin Matthews. He's already jumped out to a 91. He seems to be happy now in Toronto, so good luck to Matthews, but not happening. Now, last time we had that epic 12-round shootout against the Detroit Red Wings, where Agent C opened it up with a between-the-legs shot, top shelf, Merrick Malik style. Let's see if we're going to another shootout here. It's in our home arena this time. First period. Okay, 2-0. Tarasenko and Morgan Frost. We started Aaron Dell. That's interesting. Against a high-powered offense in Detroit, we're going to need someone to step up here. Get your phones out. Get your flip phones out. 1-800-AGENT-C. Yep, this one's over. Rasmussen scores, and we get one. It was Agent C. The call was a little bit late. I don't know, there was some connection issues. The call didn't go through quite as planned, and we drop a game there against the Detroit Red Wings. So I don't know if I'm really going to make a move here. I think our team is really good, and I don't know if trading Keatley is kind of the best idea right now. Ideally, I would like to get someone who puts up a little bit more numbers, because aside from OEL, I mean, I guess guess William Carrier, what are you looking like? I guess Quentin Hughes now is kind of putting up some pretty good numbers, but we don't really need to make a move, but it'd still be nice to have, you know, some more secondary scoring, because Chychrun doesn't score a lot, although he does score more than Keatley, which is kind of outstanding. We have a lot of players we can call up anyways. I'm going to say no to that. Ryan O'Reilly for Keatley. Oh my god, there's a big move. Okay, so Ryan O'Reilly, 6.2 at 2 years left, 88 overall. He's really, really good, honestly. Ryan O'Reilly's a beast, and Buffalo does have that problem with too many centers, I mean, too many forwards anyways. Like, look at their forward core. Zadina, Eichel, Nylander, Hughes, O'Reilly, Middlestat, Pajot. Don't they have some other really young guy? Maybe they traded him. This Corson guy's sick, 84, 22 years old, medium elite. Like, they're so good. They have so many good players. Look at their center situation. Eichel, Hughes, O'Reilly. No wonder they want to get rid of one of them. But this trade doesn't really do a whole lot for me, so unfortunately I'm going to say no. As nice as it would be to have a guy like Ryan O'Reilly on our team, it's just not really worth it right now. Let's see, can we get our 40th win here against the Anaheim Ducks? They are a 500 record. Come on, guys, easy picking after losing to Edmonton and then to those bums over there in Detroit, Felix Pox. That guy stinks. Why is the simulation taking so long? What are you doing, game? Figure it out. All right, so a few losses here. Let's go a little bit closer to the trade deadline. Big win there. There is the 40th of the year. We'll go one more game against the Stars. We'll worry about all that after. So 41, 13, and 9. We are potentially on our way to having a franchise best in wins and points. Look at Ovi, 74 points, 63 games. Just doesn't matter. He could be 84 years old. He'll still be ripping it up. And look at Quentin Hughes. Woo! Oh my goodness, what a trade that was. Look how amazing he's doing here in Seattle. He's going to crush his point total record of 58. He's got more points than last year in 20 less games. Oh my god. He could be in the running for the Norris here. Where's OEL? OEL's doing still really, really well. Tkachuk only 34 points. I don't know, that second line, it's kind of weird, honestly. It's a little bit weird. I don't know what's going on. Same with Strome. I don't know what's going on. Chychrun, 25 points. That's awesome. Zubov's got 26 on the fourth line. Kopi's got 33. That's fine. If he's a 35... If he's a 40, 50-point guy, I'm stoked on that. Ty Ronning with 19 points. Ty Ronning hasn't put up that many points since 2019, so that's 6 years ago. He hasn't put up that many points. He's killing it. 19 points, there you go. Austin Pope, you're a bum. I mean, we could trade Austin Pope. He's got a decent amount of trade value, but he's a good fourth liner. He's too good to be on the fourth line. That's the problem. Maybe we could package Keatley and Pope up. Maybe we could strengthen up our defense and get a suitable fourth liner, because Austin Pope is, I mean, a lot of you guys really don't like him. I'd say probably 75% of you guys wouldn't care if we traded Austin Pope. Okay, all right, let's see what we can do here. Let's have a look. Maybe get someone more suited for the fourth line and see if we can strengthen up our defense. Maybe. We'll see. We'll have a look. I don't know. I'm not going to say I'm going to make a move, but I will have a look and I will scout out some potential trades, because Pope's got some pretty decent trade value for a fourth liner. I mean, he's cheap enough as well, which is nice. Like, that's a lot of trade value we're throwing out there. We can get a first and probably a pretty good prospect. I don't know. Let me have a look around. Oh my god, they want to get rid of Charlie McAvoy. Why, Boston? Why would you ever want to get rid of Charlie McAvoy? Oh, I would want him so bad, but it's never going to happen. Okay, let me have a look around here at someone more suitable. Obviously not Charlie McAvoy, and I'll see you guys in a second. I really, really wish Tyson Barrie didn't have such a bad contract, so I would love to get Tyson Barrie. His contract's just a little bit too long, 4 years at 6.5. If it was 1 year, I'd think about maybe trading for Tyson Barrie. Look how sick their defensive core is. Oh man, I would love to get a guy like Tyson Barrie on our roster. Or, you know, a guy like Jacob Solani would be kind of cool. Like, he's pretty good at hockey. Like, he's okay. He's just an average NHL defenseman. UC Partanen, minus 30. You suck. Just in case you guys are interested, here is Kyle Subban, the guy that we ended up trading. Now, he is actually playing in the NHL. He's actually not playing this year or in the AHL. He's just a healthy scratch. Oh man, that sucks. Oh, poor guy. They're not even using him? Why are they not using him? He's probably better than these other guys. I guess they're just kind of sitting him. He's probably on a one-way deal, that's why. Yeah, they can't send him down to the minors. So he's just a healthy scratch. Oh man, Kyle Subban, that sucks, buddy. That's shitty. So here's Dante Fabro. He went to Pittsburgh, and he's looking like he's probably going to set a career high in points, so that's good news. But the thing about trading without getting your guys' input is it kind of sucks because I don't get your guys' input on what to do, or maybe, hey, go check out this guy. I saw this guy on this team, because I really, look at Alex Pietrangelo. 4 years at 6.1, though. That sucks. Torey Krug's probably the same thing. 1 year at 6.3. Is Torey Krug much better than, I mean, yeah, he is much better than Torey Krug, yes. But it sucks I can't get your guys' input right away, which is super annoying. Obviously, you got to make some sacrifices with GM week. But honestly, the more I'm looking at this, the more I'm thinking, do we really need to make a move? Timothy Liljegren, Japan GM mode legend. We don't really need to because, I mean, our defense has been scoring nonstop all year, obviously. I mean, it would be nice to maybe upgrade, but, you know, Keatley's what, plus 20? He's plus 12. He's got 5 points. It's not great. Maybe I'll just think about moving Austin Pope, maybe holding on to Keatley. So I think I'm going to pull a trade here with one of the worst teams in the league. Now, it's the St. Louis Blues. Now, it's not for Pietrangelo. It's not for Jaden Schwartz. It's not for whoever else they have. It's for Torey. Now, Krug's got 1 year left at $6.3 million. He's not having the greatest year. I mean, 25 points isn't bad, but he's going to add that real big defensive depth. Now, I think he's better than Justin Schultz, and we only have to give up Nikita Trampkin, who has been pretty good for us, I'm not going to lie. He's been pretty steady, but I think this is a big upgrade. We're going to give up Tyler Curry, who is an undrafted low elite guy. He's one of the guys that we picked up in free agency, and this 5th round pick. So we're also going to get Kyle Clifford in the deal. He's a good depth guy if we do have any injuries in the postseason. So Nikita Trampkin, a low elite and a low top 4, basically for a 1 year rental, because we're basically not going to re-sign Nikita Trampkin, although he has been great for us. I want to thank him for that. Not quite a legend, but he's been pretty damn good. He's been all right for us. I'm not going to miss him too much, but, you know, he was pretty good. On that third line pairing, he was pretty decent. But getting Torey Krug's a nice little push towards the postseason, and obviously the Blues are terrible. So will this trade go through? Trade accepted. There you go. Torey Krug, welcome to Seattle. Kyle Clifford, welcome to the minors. And let me take a look at the roster, and we will we'll check things out here. I think we're looking pretty good. That addition of Torey Krug, I think it's going to help a lot. So I think this is what I'm going to do. We're going to go Chychrun, Krug, Hughes, OEL, because that just seems to be working out perfectly. I don't want to touch that. Ronnie Doyle, who's that big enforcer who's just been dropping the mitts any chance he gets. I think he had 12 fights last time we checked that out, but 111 hits. This guy loves to throw the body. Still a plus player for a guy who's got 150 penalty minutes. Will he score his first goal? Who knows? But Keatley's going to go there, and that's all looking good. Offensively, we're looking basically the exact same. I decided to hang on to Austin Pope. I'm going to hang on to him. I know people have been telling me to get rid of him for years, all right, for years and years, but I'm hanging on to him. Something deep down tells me to keep on to Austin Pope, so I will. I'll do it. Now, let's get the rest of the year done, do a little bit of a wrap-up, and then head into the postseason, which will be tomorrow for you guys, which is kind of crazy. We're moving right along here. First game with Torey Krug. Let's go. Another rental. We didn't have to pay too much like we did last time for Kessel. That didn't really work out either. So this is a little bit of a lesser rental than Phil Kessel and Justin Schultz, but I think it's going to pay off a lot more. Going up against the Avs, who have a really good defensive core in their own right, and it's 3-1. Strome, Kopitar, and Zakhanov. There you go. Period number 2. Okay, lots of goals. 4-4. They tie it up. Kerfoot, McKinnon, and Shoshnikov. Agent C gets 1. All right, we might have to go into a shootout here. Might have to go intervene. Come on, Krug. Big old power play goal for you here. Let's get on the score sheet, buddy. Let's go. 28-29 are the shots. It's very, very even. Oh, man, we could go to a shootout here. It's going to go down to the wire. Probably going to go to overtime unless we get some last-second heroics. Yep, we're going into overtime. All right, in the overtime frame, is anyone going to score? Are we going into a shootout? All right, we're going to a shootout. All right, here we go. Agency starting it off again. Will we see a between the legs goal? Oh, nobody tried to tuck it short side. It's throwback night in Colorado, so they're wearing the Nordiques jerseys. Oh, Nathan McKinnon. Big Mac, you bit there, buddy. Here comes Ovi, the great 8 with the yellow laces. Oh, beautiful. Scores on Jonathan Bernier. He's 100 years old, does not matter. Rasmus Dahlin. Oh, Big Mac says, no, not today, Rasmus. Get out of here. Future Buffalo Sabre. Dylan Strome, the topic of trade talks lately, and I can see why. Not a great goal. Come on, big save here, Big Mac. Oh, there you go. He had the game on his stick there. Now we're going here. Here comes Tyroning, number 7 on the ice, number 1 in our hearts. Oh, what a save, Jonathan Bernier. They can win it here. Gabriel Landeskog has the game on his stick, but Big Mac's like, no, not how this is going to happen. No, thank you. Here comes Clayton Keller, one-on-one with Jonathan Bernier. Goes to the backhand and tucks it. There you go. He's stoked on that. Tyson Barrie, we wanted to trade for him. Oh, my God, and he scores. Of course, Tyson Barrie. OEL, our captain, what a goal. That was nice. Faked him out there. Here comes Tyson Jost, Penticton V. Oh my God, what's with the short side on Big Mac? That's where all the goals are going. Zakhanov, some contract dispute in the offseason, and he skies it. That wasn't that nice. Here comes Alex Kerfoot, Vancouver native. Oh, and he ends it. Alex Kerfoot ends it in a shootout. All right, so we're 0 for 1 with the Torey Krug experiment. What a terrible trade. We lost in a shootout there, so let's have a look around, see if there was any sort of movement around the trade deadline. Wait, hold on. They've won their last 15 games. Oh my God. Well, we did it first. We did it before it was cool. Carolina got Brad Marchand. Gross. What are you doing? For Patrick Nemeth, Montreal got Lowry, a first and a prospect. For Jordan Eberle, Mirko Mueller, and a 5th. And there was our trade with Torey Krug. And then Carolina just traded picks and prospects, I guess, around there. So, all right, well, I don't know why you would trade for a guy like Brad Marchand, but you did, and I hope you know what you just did. Okay, let's get the rest of this year done. Do we have any special games to slow sim here? We got the Kings. We got 2 more games against Calgary. Okay, let's go ahead and slow sim the games against Calgary. 5-3 there. I want to start filling the net. I want to see some 7-1s. I want to see some 6-0s. I want to see some goals on the score sheet here. So going up against Matthew Tkachuk, he is potentially coming into his future home in Seattle. He went out with Matthew last night and cousin Trevor. I think that's his name. Trent. Was it Trent or Trevor? I don't know. They all went out for dinner last night. The Tkachuk boys hanging out. They're nothing but trouble. Let's go. First period against the Flames, 2-0, Zakhanov and Kopitar, period number 2. All right, they get one with Johnny Gaudreau. Can we hold the lead? Yeah, Kopi gets another one, Alex Ovechkin, and Quentin Hughes. Oh man, he has been so good for us. So good. Now, at the beginning of GM week, I always said I wanted to, keep these videos short, but they're always pretty much the exact same amount of time. 8 to 6. Oh my God. They always seem to be about half an hour. Even though I want to make them like 20 minutes, I'm just having so much fun with this. 9 to 2. Oh my God. I'm having so much fun with this that I can't just stop. Honestly, I could just record for the next 3 hours. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the 1 game done against the Flames, and then we'll get the last couple games done, and then we'll do a complete wrap-up, and we're headed into the postseason. Period number 1 against Calgary. The Tkachuk boys are at it once again. Dylan Strome scores. Period number 2. All right, back on the score sheet. Torey Krug, there you go. Going into the 3rd. We get 3 Quentin Hughes with an empty netter, but Slepyshev breaks the shutout, unfortunately. So we beat the Flames back to back. We got a few games left. Anaheim, Winnipeg, Edmonton, and then Calgary once more. So, of course, we got to slow sim the game against Calgary. If we win against Edmonton and win against Calgary, that'll make it 55 wins on the year. Oh boy, here it is. Here's the big 55th W of the year. Now, the Tkachuk boys are in Calgary. All of them are in Calgary as opposed to Seattle. The 2JZ powered Toyota Supra bus made it to Calgary in no time. Let's go. First period. Oh, Jankowski scored right off the bat, and they get 2 more. Boone Jenner and Johnny Gaudreau. Okay, Agent C got one for us going into period number 2. Oh, 4-4. There you go. Agent C and Quentin Hughes again. So good at hockey. Oliver Ekman-Larsson gets 1 to tie the game up at 4. This has been a wild one. Big penalty kill. There you go. Power play. Agent C. 1-800 Agent C. He's got 2 on the night. Looking for the hat trick, but Zakhanov gets the 5-4 go-ahead goal with 9 minutes left. Craig Smith or Colin Smith, whatever Smith you are, he comes and gets a goal on Aaron Dell. So we're resting Big Mac for the... Oh my God, Clayton Keller. There you go. Oh my God, Matthew Tkachuk. What is going on? Okay, so it looks like we're going in overtime here. I just said we're trying to rest Big Mac for the postseason, but Aaron Dell blows it in the last couple minutes, and of course we are... Oh shit, Kopitar scored. I thought we were going into a shootout, but Kopitar scored. Okay, there you go. 7-6. That was a wild one. I thought it said simulation complete, like we're going into a shootout now, but I guess he scored with like 1 minute left. 3 points in potentially his last regular season game. I'm pretty sure he's going to retire at the end of this year. So let's go. Let's see who we got in the postseason, and then we'll do a little bit of a stats recap. Let's get a new team. Oh, Calgary. Okay, interesting. Have we played Calgary in the postseason? I don't. Maybe we did once. I think we've played them once. I remember, I think it was just only one time. Oh my God, Ovi, 93 points. Jesus, this guy, man. No, Agent C doesn't score 50 goals for the first time in his National Hockey League career. Oh no, poor guy. Oh, 49. That's like a weird pimple. It's a weird blemish you don't want to look at. Like the rest of the face is pretty, but there's that one pimple, and that's the 49. Oh man, Agent C. It's all right, buddy. I'm not worried about it. You think I'm worried? Come on, you're Agent C. I'm not worried about you, not one bit. 89 points. It's all good. It's all good. Look at Ovi. His stats are still going up to an 88 overall, and I mean, technically he's been going down year after year, but when you get 90 plus points a year, is it really going down? 130, which is just insane. 108. 96, 93. Okay, Ovi, I see you. Oh man, Agent C gonna lose out on the Rocket Richard this year. That's all right. That's totally fine. Quentin Hughes with 77 points. Oh my God, can you say Norris? Holy shit, this guy. What a trade getting this dude from Detroit. Holy, 77 points. He's found quite a home here in Seattle. Clayton Keller with 69. Nice. That's the most points he's had in a few years. What has he got? He had 80 a few years ago and then 55 after that. So he's kind of weird. It's like 90, 90, 55, 80, 56, almost 70. I don't know. Interesting. Dylan Strome, only 63 points. That's a career low. I mean, not a career low. Obviously, he scored less than that, but that is the least amount of points he's scored since his sophomore year. Ooh, that's concerning. That's really concerning. Okay, Dylan Strome. All right, Zakhanov with 60. See, that's fine. Zakhanov on the second line. He's a 60. He's a 55 to 60 point guy. That's fine. That's honestly all I want from Zakhanov. Look at Kopi on the fourth line getting 55 points. That's awesome. That's exactly what I wanted. Brady Tkachuk only 49. I don't know, man. This was a weird year. Super, super weird. So Torey Krug went from a -16 to a -3, ended up having 16 points in 19 games. That's pretty damn good. That's not bad at all. There's the in with 35 points, but he's up to an 85. That's awesome. He was one of the guys we signed in free agency, right? Yeah. Low elite, turned out to be an 85. That's awesome. Jacob Chychrun right there with 34. That's good news. Zubov with 31. Tyroning with 21 goals on the year, straight out of camp, straight out of almost a career high. I got a little bit excited there. I saw 24, but he actually scored 24 goals one year. So this guy's a beauty. His second career 20-goal season. It's only going up from here. Soon it'll be a 50-goal season. Oh, man, what a guy. Austin Pope, 16 points. We're not going to talk about it. There's Yakola. He's got 13. Keatley's got 9. Doyle didn't find the back of the net, but he had 205 penalty minutes with a +9. That's impressive. Honestly, I'm not even mad at that. That is impressive. Big Mac, yeah, it's just another day at the office. 10 shutouts. Meh, it's whatever. Look at Vagetti. What a beast. If Big Mac does not win the Vezina Trophy this year, I swear, I better see all those letters handwritten to Gary Bettman. You are an idiot. You suck. Why? Why are you giving the Vezina to Vasilevsky all these times? 10 shutouts on the year. If he doesn't win it, there is seriously something wrong. He needs his first ever career Vezina trophy. Gabriel Lowe, he was the first overall pick. Probably going to take home the Calder. If there's any crazy goalies that might be challenging him for that, doesn't look like it. I don't know why Big Mac is listed as a rookie. It doesn't make any sense. Watch him win the Calder and not the Vezina. That's just so silly. One more thing I want to look at. Nathan Orzek, 44 overall, all the way up to 80. What a feel-good story that is. That's awesome. Okay, so all skaters, unfortunately, we're not going to win the Rocket Richard, which sucks. That's going to go to Charlie Svengerg, who almost had 70 goals on the year. Whew! Oh my god, that's like Agent C numbers. He scored 69 last year. Charlie Svenberg did that as well. Henrik Borgstrom there at 57. Stamkos still at 95 overall, 35 years old, still killing it. But Agent C almost got 50. Oh man, that sucks. It's all good, no worries. Not too upset about it. There's Felix Pox, that bum. Mikko Rantanen, Taylor Radish, Ovechkin there, 39 years old. 11 years older than Dylan Larkin, still matching him in points. Pretty much old enough to be Agent C's dad, and he's outscoring him. What a guy. Second in points is Quentin Hughes. Oh man, unfortunately, I think Jacob Solani is going to win the Norris because he's freaking Jacob Solani, but look at Quentin Hughes, man. What a year. Second in points for all defensemen. And OEL was right down there. What is he, 6th? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Yeah. I mean, that's incredible, man. Quentin Hughes, you are well on your way to becoming an official Seattle Storm Bears legend. That could have been the biggest legend yet. I felt a little bit lightheaded there. Let's see if Doyle won. I guess won is not the right word. I guess, you know what, it is. I think it's the right word. He won. He won the belt for the most fights. Let's see. Oh, yeah, by a mile. 29 fights. No one even wanted anything to do with Ronnie Doyle. I feel like he's like a guy with like a Scottish accent or something. Like just a big, tough dude. Ronnie Doyle. That's not a good Scottish accent, but you guys know what I mean. Ronnie Doyle. He probably wears a kilt to dinner. He's a tank. No way I'm messing with Ronnie Doyle ever. Gives the puck up a lot, but it's okay because whenever he gives the puck away, he just goes and pounds their faces in. What a guy. What a guy. Had 135 hits, which wasn't actually even close in the top guys at all. Jesse Puljujarvi, of all people. I mean, he's a big dude, 6'4". Body checking is 92, so yeah, he does definitely hit. 200 hits on the year. That's impressive. Zakhanov there throwing the body as well. So I'll see you guys in round number 1 against the Calgary Flames. Drop a like on the video if you are enjoying GM Week, because I'm putting a lot of work into this. So thank you guys for watching. Here's just a public service announcement. Don't mess with Ronnie Doyle. Ronnie Doyle! I don't know how to do a Scottish accent. I gotta stop doing that.